volunteers and a dozen children's books to find it, including Dr. Seuss and Eloise.
Fifth floor, please.
Back when she was waiting for her surgery, Satinsky spent hours recording herself reading these classics to one day play for her future grandchildren.
So Horton stopped splashing. He looked toward the sound. That's funny, thought Horton. There's no one around.
She also recorded the things she would never again be able to say to her. Which sounds like this.
1, 2, 3. Can I please have a cup of tea?
It's a small battery-operated device held against the throat while the person speaks. But without a tongue to shape her words, Satinsky knew that wouldn't work. At the time of her surgery, the best she could find was a basic, synthesized version of her voice.
It has zero expression.
She typed what she wanted to say into a phone app that translated her words into speech.
So there is not sarcasm. There is no life to it. I can use my words, and the people who know me best can infer. Sometimes they infer wrong.
It was so frustrating, others projecting their ideas of her personality onto her.
I have silently screamed and screamed at there being no scream.
That went on for a year and a half, until Satinsky read about tech companies using generative AI to replicate a person's full range of natural inflection and emotion. Remember those recordings she made for her family before surgery?
15th floor, please.
These days, AI companies can recreate someone's voice from snippets of an old movie or even a 1-minute voicemail. But 30 minutes is the sweet spot. Satinsky had begged hours.
So Eloise saved my voice.
Now she carries her wireless keyboard and portable speakers everywhere to project her AI voice.
It's crazy similar.
This is her daughter, Ella Fontanilla.
She's still at mom.
Satinsky paid $3,000 out of pocket to get everything set up, and now puts $99 a month for her AI voice on her credit card. Her health insurance company won't reimburse her.
Apparently, having a voice is not considered a medical necessity.
In a statement, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona said health plans generally don't cover assistive communication devices, focusing on life-saving care instead.
Insurance is business.
Dr. Jennifer De Los Santos is a head and neck cancer researcher at Washington University in St. Louis. She says insurers need proof that a treatment works before they will cover it.
The approval is based on data.
So when she heard Satinsky's story, De Los Santos kicked off a new study to start gathering that data.
And therefore justify coverage by insurance.
She and other doctors believe research will eventually show that having a fully functioning, natural-sounding voice will lead to not only a better life, but a longer one. Sue Yam is Satinsky's radiation oncologist at UC San Francisco.
Communication is a lot of how we not only express ourselves and relate to other people, but also how we actually make sense of the world. I'm one of these people who thinks out loud as I'm talking, doing that right now. And if you can't do that anymore, you have to find a different way to process those vital functions.
In recent months, Satinsky's AI voice literally helped save her life. Her cancer came back in her lungs and liver. Discussing her treatment options with her doctors made her realize just how medically necessary having a voice is.
I mean, if you can only scribble a few words on a whiteboard, it just does not lead to the same sort of dialogue.
Doctors cleared the cancer, but the scare forced Satinsky to confront her odds in a new way.
Emotionally, you start to get cocky again. And then this was like, whoa, we ain't playing. This cancer is real.
Satinsky says sarcasm is her love language. She's reclaiming it yet again to maintain a sense of perspective on life and a sense of humor in the face of death. For NPR News, I'm April Dimboski in San Francisco.
And this story comes from NPR's partnership with KQED and KFF Health News.
Support for All Tech Considered comes from Capital One, offering their premium travel card, Venture X. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. Details at CapitalOne.com.
You're listening to All Things Considered from NPR.
prompting those conversations. In over 30 years as a criminal defense attorney and my time as a federal prosecutor, I've never seen anything like this.
So very unusual. What might officials learn from her? What might they be hoping they would learn from her?
Well, I don't know what they're hoping they might learn from her, because the only time that she's ever spoken about these topics under oath was a deposition that she gave in the civil suit brought by Virginia Giuffre, who's since passed away. And in that deposition, she basically said she knew nothing about anything involving Epstein and underage girls and sexual massages or anything of the sort.
So, okay, basically, you're telling me that we don't have any evidence that she would have relevant information that she, A, has not shared up to now, and B, would be willing to share now?
Well, if she says something now that confirms what she was convicted of, then she would be contradicting her prior sworn testimony, and that makes somebody an extraordinarily bad witness.
So let's flip it around and consider what she might be angling for here, or what she might have to gain. Ghislaine Maxwell is currently appealing her conviction. Is there a scenario under which prosecutors could offer her, I don't know, some kind of deal as incentive to reveal whatever she may know?
So the incentive would have to come from the White House, not from prosecutors in all likelihood, because it's been more than a year since her sentence was imposed, and that basically takes away the discretion of the courts to reduce the sentence, except under extraordinarily limited circumstances, which I don't think apply here.
Okay, so this is a case of that only the White House could issue a